Okay. I just learned that Montana is the Spanish word for mountains. So I imagine it's Montana.
Maybe.
Montana. Montana is often called Big Sky Country, and with its huge rolling plains stretching out beneath vast blue skies, it's not hard to see why. And the stunning scenery doesn't end there. The fourth largest state also has towering mountains, ice blue lakes, majestic cliffs, and cascading waterfalls. We saw a lot of those things.
We did.
The locals call it the last best place for its millions of acres of unspoiled wilderness. So let's talk about our Montana highlights. Also, this is a nice little book that our kids love and we also love. It's the 50 States, beautifully illustrated.
Got it from Amazon.
And very well written.
We'll link it below on YouTube.
Link it below.
Get a little bit of cash.
Link it below. First place we were in Montana.
Gardiner. It's North Yellowstone, so the North Yellowstone entrance is...
It's right across the state border is where we kind of camped out for the majority of the time that we were going into Yellowstone.
We were there for a while, a week and a half,
Yeah.
almost 2 weeks, I guess.
Yeah. We were right on the Yellowstone River.
So pretty.
Beautiful.
This little doe and her babies would come to the river in
Every
the
evening.
evening and drink, and it was so
Like
sweet.
clockwork.
Yeah. They had a little trail. You could see their trail, and they would come every evening.
No freaking bears though.
No bears. We saw a lot of elk in Montana.
A lot of elk.
Lot of elk.
A lot of elkies.
Yeah. Elk, if you're from the south like we are, we don't see elk. And elk aren't scared of cars. You know how like deer will just like dart out in front of your car if it sees a car?
Yeah.
Oh, so dangerous. Elk, they don't care.
They own the road.
They walk.
You wait
in
on the
front
elk.
of cars. They're like, yeah, you'll wait on me. It had the prettiest Yellowstone sign too. The North Yellowstone entrance, if you're like us and want to get a video or a picture at the national park signs. They're all a little bit different, but the one at the North Yellowstone entrance, which is Gardiner, was beautiful.
Yeah.
Huge, and then you can just see the rolling hills in the back, and it's really pretty.
Not as pretty as you.
Ah.
So at this spot we were staying at, again, right on the river.
And I'll link that. Sorry, I'm interrupting you again, but I will link that. It's a boondocking spot, but it was paid. That was the first time we've ever paid a boondock. But for the location, it was
rich.
really nice.
We're
and
fairly wealthy.
this was after Curtis Canyon and Snake River, and we were just ready for a...
Just give us a flat spot that we can drive
Let's
to.
just pull
in
off
our
the
RV.
highway and park. So that's what we got. And we stayed with our friends Rock and Roll in there. They had already booked the spot, and that was another reason I went ahead and booked it, because we needed to have friends for a week and a half. So
yeah, we had grown-up friends, kids had
Kids
kid
had-
friends,
it was nice.
and it was very nice.
Our kids don't annoy us near as much when they have friends to play with.
And for part of the time, we camped next to this wonderful couple from Arkansas.
Yeah, they're so sweet. It's nice to hear that southern accent. when you're in
John and
Montana.
Anita, and had good conversation with them. They were only there for a couple nights. They're kind of on a time crunch to try to explore, but they gave us a lot of firewood.
There's firewood.
Yeah, he wasn't able to use like where they were going. They couldn't use the firewood he brought, so he had like a whole truck bed of firewood, and he was having to either buy it or use the firewood from that place. So he just said, y'all can use this if you want to. So we said, of course, and we had a fire that night.
We had a fire like every night we were
Every
there.
night.
Almost.
Yeah, good times.
Celebrated Jenna's birthday while we were
did.
there.
Ate at the Grizzly Grill
We ate there twice.
twice.
Yeah.
I had bison nachos one time.
Oh, those were
and then
good.
the brisket.
The kids had ramen bowls, which were really good.
Yeah, just like a little outdoor. It was in at least one of our videos, but just a little outdoor restaurant and with picnic tables.
Just picnic tables. It's super casual,
elk.
laid back. Everything was disposable. Yeah, we saw elk just right there while we were eating.
Yep, that's a wrap for Gardiner.
We don't like fancy.
Then we continue to make our way north to Bozeman.
Bozeman.
Bozeman, Montana. Bozeman, Montana. Montana is big, y'all. It's big. So we just read earlier, it's the 4th largest state. What are the 3 that are larger?
Alaska, Texas,
Alexa.
Alaska, Texas, and California.
Boom.
You're welcome.
So in Bozeman, we kind of planned that as not really an exploring like adventure. We just wanted to go to a place that had fast internet, good service, and we also had a friend there that's used to go to Rockbridge back in the day, but he and his family live in Bozeman now. His name's Justin. His family was out of town when we made our trip up there, but he invited us over for dinner one night. And
Cooked a steak and cleaned our Jeep.
yeah, he washed our Jeep. He was like, I cannot, this is unacceptable. The amount of dirt on your Jeep makes me want to throw up inside my mouth. So he just washed it for us. And he owns a detailing company called Mountain Town Detail. And if you've noticed in our videos,
Keenan.
go back over there with Bubba and Sissy. Or go watch Daniel Tiger inside. Can you get up there? Can you get up there?
He can move so they can,
Let's watch him.
camera can see him. They can't see it for you. You're in the way. There we go. He does it.
Did it!
Good job.
So yeah, if you've noticed, I've been wearing this hat, this Mountain Town Detailing hat, in almost every video
Yeah,
and
you've
picture we
worn it a lot.
posted, but I just like it and
Cute.
gave it to me, and he paid me a lot of money to wear it in all the videos. So we have a lot of
That
pull.
would be so nice
Yeah,
if we really
Justin.
got paid.
Just pay me and I'll keep wearing this hat. Super nice guy. He found us a great boondocking spot there in Bozeman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just overlooking the vast mountains that are Montana.
So pretty.
Stayed there for a few days, caught up on work, had quick Wi-Fi at City Brew Coffee. Became one of our and it has been one of our go-to spots in Montana. I think they're mostly in Montana, maybe a couple in Wyoming and Idaho. But so it's a small chain, relatively small chain, but like kind of a Starbucksy vibe, a little more localized than Starbucks. But coffee was good and the internet was super fast for uploading videos just like this one. Where do we go next?
Next was our first Harvest Host experience
Whoop whoop.
in Missoula, Montana. We only stayed on the Harvest Host location, so we didn't really see much of it, but we definitely want to go back.
Yeah, stayed at Ten Spoon Winery and Vineyard in Missoula.
So
Beautiful.
pretty.
We did take like a little family date night, just walked across to where they had outdoor venue with live music. And honey on pizza. If I eat a pizza from now on that doesn't have honey on it, I will spit it out.
You're gonna have to go back home and tell Casey Carpenter about your honey.
Yeah,
on your
Casey,
pizza.
Cherokee, y'all get the hookup with honey on the pizza. Just after it's cooked,
After it's cooked,
just
a
little light drizzle. It kind of like melts into it. Oh,
I never would have known. Like you could like taste the sweetness, but you never would have known that it was honey if
So
we hadn't
good.
seen him make it.
So good. And there were 1 million deer in Missoula.
We probably saw 20 or 30 deer on our way
Yeah.
into Ten Spoon. So crazy. Then we saw them at the RV
Every morning, like not within touching distance, but just like
and
right
they
there.
were friendly deer. Like they see people and they don't run. They just hang around. They just go eat.
I mean, I even like charged after it with my big knife, and it just like, do what you want to do. Got some great shots with the drone.
Yes.
That was in a couple videos, so if you didn't see that, you can check those out. But it looks like it got like right up in its face. And just as a disclaimer, before all you like drone Nazis say you're not supposed to fly it that close, it wasn't that close. It was the combination of I cropped the video in to make it look closer, and just the width of the lens makes it look closer. I was standing literally like 20 yards away and I could see how close it was, but it made for a cool shot for the video. Trucking right along, RVing right along right here. We went to Glacier National Park.
Glacier.
Probably by far
By
it's been
far.
our favorite so far. Just so pretty.
So pretty. It was not crowded like Glacier. I mean, like Tetons and Yellowstone were. It was so pretty.
Still no bears.
Still,
Where are the freaking bears and the moose and the bighorn sheep?
everybody that we've met
Yeah.
keeps sending us videos.
We meet somebody and we're like, yeah, we haven't seen any bears or moose, and then like we depart, they go to a different way or stay in the spot that we were just at, and they're like, send us pictures. Oh, here's
so
a grizzly bear. We saw 33 moose today.
Really?
You're not our friends anymore. You're not our friends. No, I'm just kidding.
We had a really good boondocking spot at Glacier, which
Good job.
Yeah, thanks. We y'all probably saw it in some of our videos where we got some drone footage and you could kind of see from above, but it had awesome cell service, like legit decent cell service, which is
And it
awesome
didn't look like it
for
would.
a national park.
Yeah.
Wasn't just beautiful, it was a field, and which is why people didn't rate it very good. I'm gonna like give it a 5 million star.
We
because
picked that one over one that was probably like had a more scenic view with water and stuff, but
Lake.
zero service. So
right.
again, sometimes we weigh those pros and cons, and for this time specifically,
And we were like secluded. Like we had our little fire almost
had a
every
good
night.
spot.
It was
Good
it was
spot.
really good. Oh, and I'll put that link down
those
below.
Google coordinates.
too.
Coordinates.
The Camp Indian link.
So in Glacier, for me, by far the biggest highlight was just driving,
yeah.
going to the Sun Road. We have a whole video on that, but still, just
It just blows
golly.
your mind. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we've been to the Smokies. We've seen, the Tetons up close, but it just was nothing
this
like.
was so different. Like, it's the combination of like God's handiwork and then like the genius of man's engineering and how they built the road
Can get up there.
into the side of the mountain.
And
And
yeah.
get the app Gypsy Guide.
Have to get the app.
It was a perfect like tour guide. It's an app. He's got a great voice. He's a great storyteller. Gives you facts, and it's GPS based. So like based on where you're at on the road, like he literally will say like look up and you'll see so and so mountain peak.
This leg to the top of the road was finished in October 1928. The following year, the public could come to the top using this route. In that first year, 14,000 automobiles made it to the top. And don't forget, they were Model Ts, Model As, and the likes on skinny tires on a road bed of crushed rock or gravel, not smooth pavement. Quite a feat.
I couldn't imagine doing it without it. We actually went up it twice, or like didn't go all the way up the second time,
Halfway up the
but we
second time.
listened again just to
Yeah.
like get that information and how they built the road and the history behind it, and
I
just
feel like
little
I could have
neat
enjoyed
facts.
going to up the road every day, but it takes about 3 hours
Yeah,
to go
round
up there
trip.
and back, so it's not really something you can do every day. But I could.
But if there's only one thing you can do at Glacier, you've
have
got to
to.
drive the road. But we did a few more things. We took a couple hikes.
several cool hikes,
Yeah.
like I was really impressed that the hikes were really pretty. Slight challenge, not just completely flat, but the kids could do it and it wasn't too far. So it's a pretty like specific combination that we have to look for.
Yeah. Or they sacred dancing cascades.
Mm-hmm.
Had a really quick payoff. We decided to kind of go a little bit farther around
Yeah, we could have
John's
just
Lake loop.
Stay
But
there, and
that was where Kanan had his first big meltdown.
Yeah, but you could stay at the Sacred Cascades right there on the river for all day, really.
Yeah.
You could take a picnic and just sit on the rocks, and it was beautiful.
Is that a wrap for Montana?
Wow. We did that pretty fast.
But right now, it may look overcast, but we are in Washington, in Chehalis, Washington.
And it's 5:25.
5:25.
So we're 3 hours away from sunset, and this is what it's looked like since
It's not clouds.
6 a.m. this morning.
Unfortunately, it's smoke. So just from all the forest fires on the West Coast in Oregon and California primarily, but even as far away as we are, it's still very evident. We're hoping forecast is giving
Rain tomorrow.
some rain for tomorrow. Hopefully starts clearing it up everywhere. I can't imagine as far away as we are, and like I've had a slight headache
You
like
have,
kind of the
yeah.
whole time, so it's definitely affecting us. But I can't imagine for those who are like right there in the thick of it and had to even evacuate their homes. We had to change our plans. A slight detour wasn't a huge deal, and we won't now get to see some of the stuff that we want to on this trip. But when we come back out next year, we'll do it. But bravo, Montana! Good job.
We are fans of
Yes.
Montana.
Montanas.
Oh, Montana.
We got to go on that one.